G'day and welcome to the show. Now, the team from Everything Caravan and Camping have asked us to grab 4 families who call their caravan home and hit the road for the trip of a lifetime. We're about to show you the best that this area of Queensland has to offer.
So all that's left to say is, join us as we show you
What's up down under?
It's time to see this land of wonder. It's time to go and see what's up down under. What's up down under?
More and more people are ditching the normal and living their own lifestyle on the road. Our guests over the coming weeks are making a living thanks to their social media presence whilst on the road and enjoying the freedom of choosing their own adventure. So allow me to introduce the gang. We start off with 4 boys in a caravan. Mum and Dad, Amy and Tom, and as the title suggests, the 4 boys, Tyler, Lincoln, Jet and Chase.
Well, my life before being on the road full time was basically just like everybody else. You know, you just working your hours, leaving early in the morning, coming home late in the afternoon. We would just, you know, get home, get the kids dinner, get the kids in bed, and then get them straight to sleep, and then we just sit there, watch telly.
I studied childcare and decided that wasn't for me. Thought, well, if I've got to look after kids, I might as well look after my own.
Our light bulb moment for us to travel full time was basically when Amy's dad passed away at a young age. For us, it was just like, just proved that life was just way too short. We sold our house at around the end of
November 2017.
November 2017. We'd had enough. Honestly, we'd really had enough, and it wasn't until we were packing up our house and getting rid of everything that we realised this is just horrible. It was no way to live for us at all.
So I think my mum was a little surprised, but she's 100% so supportive of our lifestyle and what we're doing for the boys now. They'll never get this sitting in a classroom. But it was hard, obviously, leaving the family and everything, but we realised it was something we had to do for us and our family, and yeah, it was the best decision we ever made.
Then we have Aussie Destinations Unknown, the dynamic duo of Chris and Miriam.
But I had a signage business, mate, good old tradie. I found it a battle. Every day was a battle, and there had to be something better in life.
So I was a fitness instructor, a personal trainer, and I am a dietetics and nutrition coach. So I actually loved my job. Unlike Chris, who would wake up really angry and cranky and hating life, I woke up loving life and really wanting to go and do my job because it made me happy.
I pushed really hard. Miriam, it was a lot more difficult to get her to shift to this lifestyle.
I loved coming home from being away for a week or 2 weeks or the weekend and doing my job. I loved it. And then, in all honesty, COVID hit. And we thought, rather than fighting to build both of our businesses back up and make it work through COVID, we thought throw everything into ADU, and we made the decision really quickly to sell up and hit the road full time.
You sit there planning for this right time to do it, and I don't believe there ever is a right time. You get out, you give it 100%, and it'll work.
We also have the Lifestyle Pioneers featuring Simon and Liz and their kids Harrison and James.
It's always been on our radar to go travelling around Australia.
If you want something bad enough, you'll find a way to make it happen, because everyone's circumstances are so unique. They're as unique as each individual. So find a way to make it happen and go for it and back yourself. And on the way, you're going to need really good communication skills, talking to your partner about how you're feeling and what you want. What are you expecting from your trip? How do you see your life on the road? And then making sure you're both on the same page with that.
It's very easy to come up with reasons not to do something, especially a big change or a big event. It's easy to come up with reasons not to do it. I think at the end of the day, if you want it badly enough, you've just got to accept that you're going to have to overcome some things to make it happen. It's not about having everything figured out before you leave. Just figure out the first bit, and then the rest will figure itself out as you go, because there's no way for a trip, if you want to do a complete lifestyle change like us, or even just a long-term trip around Australia, there's no way you can have it all figured out before you go. You just got to accept that you will figure it out as you go.
Yeah, well said.
And rounding out our trip of a lifetime participants are the Wandering Panda, piloted by Vegas and Kristen and co-pilot Bacon, the Great Dane.
I worked as a personal trainer for about 20 years, but I also worked in restaurants and ran bars as well. But I've always been an artist as well. I met my lovely wife in 2006. We're at probably one of the dodgiest pubs in Melbourne, and we were watching the Anthony Mundine Denny Green fight. She decided not to use the front door as it was pretty busy, so she jumped out the window, which I thought was kind of made a lot of sense. Now it does anyway. She's been trying to jump out of windows since.
I was going to wait 15 minutes to get out. Straight out the window. I actually worked in IT recruitment for about 13 years. We first came up with the idea. I think there's a bit of an ongoing debate about this.
I think it was me, because I normally have the stupidest ideas, so I'd probably say it was me.
Both wanted to hit the road. We love camping, we love coffee, and it seemed like the most ideal situation to combine everything together, even though it is the world's smallest unstable caravan.
With a Great Dane.
With a Great Dane.
All of these guys have complete control over what they do every day. We have decided to treat them to a range of activities and experiences over the course of the next 4 episodes, but they have no idea of what, when and how. It's so big we've even flexed up to a 1-hour running time. This is the trip of a lifetime. During our time together, we're starting in Airlie Beach, then on to Rollingstone, Innisfail and ending up in Cairns. Altogether, that's over 620 k's, but more importantly, a lot of fun and heaps of memories. Airlie Beach is a year-round tropical must-see. We're around 1100 k's from Brisbane and 620 k's from Cairns, which gives you a great idea of just how big Queensland is. We've set up in G'day Park's Airlie Beach, and while the rest of the gang gets sorted, I hit the road with park manager Chris for a tour.